bit about Unleash the Creative Beast and a little bit more about what that means right now, right? So I think as a creator, it's really important that you know yourself, because every creator has strengths and weaknesses, and it's good to be aware of those on both sides, right? Because you don't always want to just be working on your strengths. Sometimes you got to focus on your weaknesses too. I have kind of reflected over the years and come up with this kind of persona that I'm an eclectic trash panda.
What is that? What the hell? Sadie, we've talked about this.
I was just looking for art! Trash to make art!
Damn trash pandas.
So when I'm talking about unleash your creative beast, I think we all have a different creative beast inside of us. So what do I mean by creative trash panda? Let's talk about that for a second. I definitely go to craft stores and just buy stuff, right? But I feel my most creative when I'm taking recycled materials and like turning them into something unexpected or, just a totally different thing than what you expected.
What is she? Sadie, that's compost. We don't touch compost.
But I could make it into art.
There is no art in the compost.
I could try though.
There is no art in the compost.
And it's taken me a while to kind of realize that I've always been really attracted and inspired by garbage art. One of my favorite documentaries is actually a documentary called Wasteland. Kind of this idea that you're like taking nothing and making something just mind-blowing out of it, or something totally unexpected out of it, because that's what I think, in my opinion, creativity really is kind of like subverting expectations and then kind of like, introducing people to new ideas that maybe they wouldn't have otherwise thought of. So that is how I kind of came up with the trash panda, and like I kind of thought the word eclectic was important because sometimes it's like a little sparkly, sometimes it's a little glittery. I think it's really important that everyone reflect on what your creative beast is. Like maybe you're a pointillism penguin, maybe you're like a fabulous flamingo. Who knows? But what I'm getting at here is that I think it's important that you know yourself well enough that you can speak about yourself. Because if you don't know yourself well enough, you're not going to be able to, hone in on those strengths or, I think it's really important to like be aware of your weaknesses, because sometimes, sometimes in theater, I'll take on a show because I know I'm not good at something, and I know that by forcing myself to do it, it's going to make me better. Because when you take a weakness and make it a strength, that's like the ultimate, right? Where you learn a lot about yourself. So for example, when I did a lighting design, I actually learned way more about my creative process by doing a lighting design than after, years of doing set design. So, because I realized I had just gotten in this mode of making sets and, I got this, I'll pull this trick, this trick, this trick. And then when I did the lighting design, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually reading the script for intent and meaning and plot right now. Where with set design, I was boop, 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 then done. So I learned so much by, stepping outside of my boundaries. Coming back to eclectic trash panda though. So I just think it's really important that you know yourself, because that is when you're going to be making your best creative work.
Oh, what is she doing now? Sadie, what are you doing?
There's got to be plastic bottles or something I can find to make art out of.
This is Seward. There is no trash on the ground here.
No, I've got to be able to find some trash.
We are in Seward. They take good care of their streets, Sadie.
I have to be able to find it.
God. Trash panda.